Yeah, they kept doing, no, you hang up. No, you hang up. No, you hang up. No, you hang up. The space is fluctuating wildly in the number of people who have joined. It currently sits at 200,000 listeners, even though no one is... Oh. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. There is no way that this is how it starts. Oh my God. And he had to mute it. Oh my God. That's it? No audio? Do you think he thinks he's currently not muted? Elon is no longer in the Twitter space. He left the space. Oh my God. Oh, this is amazing. This is literally amazing. Holy shit. I can't believe it, dude. This is actually amazing. That's crazy. This is so perfect. I doubt that there's only 963,000 people. I think there's probably a lot more people. It's just that the website's so bricked, we can't tell. Oh.
All right. Hello, everyone. My apologies for the late start. We unfortunately had a massive distributed denial of service attack against our servers and saturated all of our data lines. Like basically hundreds of gigabits of data were saturated. We think we've overcome most of that, and so it's now time to proceed.
You're such a bitch.
There's a lot of opposition to people just hearing what President Trump has to say, and but I'm honored to have this conversation. I want to emphasize it's a conversation, and it's really intended to just get a feel for what Donald Trump is just like in a conversation. It's hard to catch a vibe about someone if you just don't hear them talk in a normal way. And when there's an adversarial interview, like no one's themselves in an adversarial interview. And this is really aimed at kind of open-minded, independent voters who.
Yeah, they're all open-minded independent voters like Hitler, Groyper, 48, and every blue checkmark crypto guy.
Just like to have a conversation. So, honored to Donald. Great to speak. We had a great conversation yesterday. As you mentioned yesterday, if we could just record that conversation and post it, it would have been excellent. And I hope we can have something like that today.
Well, I think we will. I'm pretty sure we will. And congratulations, because I see you broke every record in the book with so many millions of people. And it's an honor. We view that as an honor. And then you do want silencing of certain voices. Usually those are voices that have something to say that are constructive, oftentimes constructive. And so we have to consider it an honor. But congratulations on breaking every record in the book tonight.
Well,
is he eating?
It's nice to have a forum like this where I can discuss something at length. And by the way, you think Biden could do this interview? Do you think that Kamala could do this interview? They would take a pass on you.
No, they could not.
So they don't need Elon.
Yeah, because he's you. Like, yeah, I'm sure Kamala would love to do a non-contentious, non-adversarial conversation with a random billionaire
somebody that does
loves
this
her.
for a living can't answer a question or is afraid to do an interview. And in her case, with a very friendly interview, she's got all friendly interviewers. It's pretty
yes, absolutely.
But the big thing now is the economy, Elon. And as much as the inflation has eaten you alive, if you're a worker or if you're just a middle-income person, you can't afford. 5 years ago, people were saving a lot of money. Today, they're using all their money and borrowing money just to live. It's a horrible thing that's happening, and we'll end that quickly.
Well, I think a lot of a lot of people just don't understand where inflation comes from. Inflation comes from government overspending because the checks never bounce when it's written by the government. So if the government spends far more than it brings in, that increases the money supply, and if the money supply increases faster than the rate of goods and services, that's inflation. So really, we need to have we need to reduce our government spending, re-examine. I think we need like a government efficiency commission.
Dude, this is insane that Elon Musk talks about government spending. Your entire billionaire status comes from government spending. You literally have never done a singular endeavor that does not require billions of dollars of checks being written to you. Literal green energy credits kept Tesla afloat in times when they were literally about to go under. Oh my God! Subsidies fueled the Tesla rise. Your brother and yourself built a solar energy panel company, again, with government funds. SpaceX is a government outsourced operation off of NASA.
The economy.
I hate this motherfucker.
You want to quit? They go on
Yeah.
strike. I won't mention the name of the company, but they go on strike, and you say, that's okay, you're all gone. You're all gone. So every one of you is gone, and you are the
He's so
greatest. You would be
pro-labor.
very.
Remember when he had Sean O'Brien
If
at
you
the
look at
RNC?
Argentina, the people that saved money, and then they got no interest on their money, and inflation destroyed them. And frankly, they were almost better off if they didn't do anything like that. I mean, those people have been absolutely decimated, and we're going to bring those people back and help those people. We've got to get the prices down. You know, when I look at bacon costing 4 or 5 times more than it did a few years ago, when you look at some of the food products in grocery stores,
Donald Trump has never purchased food at the grocery. I don't think in his entire life.
have the money. They go in and they can't buy anything. They look at it's
Can you
sticker shock.
imagine
They
walking
call
into
it
a
shock,
Publix,
right?
like just walking casually into a Publix, even before he became president?
Really two things, which is that if you solve government overspending, you solve inflation, which improves living
Right.
standards of the average person, and then if you deregulate, like have sensible regulations. So because a lot of the regulations are nonsensical and cause the cost to be extreme for no reason. But unless you've got effective deregulation, like Reagan did a great job on deregulation in the 80s, but it's been 40 years since
The absolute dumbest people on the planet are listening to this interview and are going to be repeating these like basic, idiotic, pro-capitalist fallacies over and over again.
And I said, why would anybody allow him? The guy could barely walk. Why would anybody allow him? Does he have a political advisor that thinks this looks good? He thinks this looks good because it looks so bad, and it's ridiculous. I mean, and he's been doing that for a long time. He can't lift the chair. The chair weighs about 3 ounces. It's meant for children and old people to lift, and he can't lift it. The whole thing is crazy.
Well, he's clearly not, I mean, he's clearly like, we just don't have a president right now.
You don't
That's
have a
just obviously
president,
the
and
case.
she's going to be worse than him because she is a San Francisco liberal who destroyed San Francisco, and then as Attorney General, she
so is
destroyed
Elon.
California. You talk about location, and we're talking about the sun and the water and all. There's nothing better than California. She has destroyed that. She was the original DA. She was the original in San Francisco. She was the original Attorney General in California. What she has done to California is, well, you know better than I do. You just left California for a lot of those reasons.
Another fun fact, Donald Trump donated to Kamala Harris's campaign twice.
Go
I
left,
believe a total
San
of
Francisco liberal,
$13,000.
But everything is obsolete. Even your rocket ships, they're like a month later, they're obsolete. You find a better way to. The only thing that's not obsolete is
For
a
her
wall and a
Attorney
wheel.
General re-election.
And
No, I mean, obviously, what's happening sort of overnight is they're rewriting history and making Kamala sound like a moderate when in fact she is far left, like far left.
worse than Bernie Sanders. She is considered more liberal by far.
Yeah, everybody hates Bernie Sanders. Keep comparing
She's
Kamala
left
Harris to Bernie Sanders. An unpopular guy. Like in his own base. In his own base, an unpopular guy.
Well, I think just, in sort of closing up, and by the way, I'm looking at the numbers. You got a lot of people listening. I hope you don't get nervous because you got a lot of people listening to you right now, like 60 million or something. What is that number? It's crazy. It's amazing how you can see that right away. How many? What is
60
the
million?
number? Wow. What is it?
Someone corrected him and said,
Wow.
I think in terms of people
that's bigger than you said. You said 25, and you're much more than double that number, 25 million. I think you're going to be 60 or 70, and I guess over a period of time. Hey, I congratulate you.
What?
Do I get paid for this or not?
That's funny. That was good. That was a good one.
And I just want to congratulate you. You've done an amazing job. You have definitely got a fertile mind. We can talk. You and I can talk about rockets.
Well, it's kind of you to say thank you.
Tunnels. We can talk about tunnels and rockets and electric cars. So many things. And now you're into the AI, and that's going to be another beauty, I'll say. So it's an amazing thing you've done, Elon. It's an amazing thing, and I congratulate you.
I mean, thank you. And well, I mean, I just say here, here's to an exciting, inspiring future that people can look forward to and be optimistic and excited about what happens next. And that's the kind of future that I think you will bring as president, and that's why I endorse you.
Well, I appreciate that. That endorsement meant a lot to me. Not all endorsements mean that much, to be honest. Your endorsement
Like
meant
that
a lot.
Aiden Ross endorsement.
We
That
have
didn't mean
phrase,
shit.
Make America great again. It's pretty simple, but it really says that we want to make America great again, and we can do it. We can do it now, but if we were going to suffer another 4 years like we've suffered for the last 4 years, I'm not sure the country can ever come back. That's how bad it is. It's so bad. We have to do a lot
I
of
think that's a
things.
very real
Yeah,
risk.
it's a big
That's a
risk.
very real risk.
Yeah.
And it's, I'd just like to note to people listening, like I've not been very political before, and if you look at my record, I've
What?
actually,
Bro, you're
I'm
a
not
billionaire.
so they try to paint me as like a far right guy, which is absurd because I'm like making electric vehicles and
You are literally
so-
a bro. You literally retweet memes on a daily basis. You follow on the website. You've turned this website into a shithole.
For 6 hours to shake Obama's hand when he was running for president, and so it's not like I'm like some sort of dyed-in-the-wool long-term
my God.
Republican. I call myself,
Bro said Henry Ford. I'm just like Henry Ford. I just want to make vehicles. It's so weird that they're calling me a
I think a lot of people thought, the Biden administration would be a moderate administration, but it's not. And obviously, we're just going to see an even further left administration with Kamala. That's my honest opinion. I mean, her dad is literally. I mean, she was brought up as an actual. Her dad is a Marxist economist. You can Google it. I mean, it's not a.
Put some respect on Donald Harris.
That's how she was brought up. So, and we want to have a future that is prosperous. And I think we're just at this critical juncture.
I love every time one of these dumbass losers unmasks themselves because it's always a I told you so moment. You are interviewing Donald Trump, dude. You're interviewing Donald Trump. What do you mean you're moderate?
And I think it's actually a very important junction in the road, and we're in deep trouble if they don't.
You can't endorse Donald Trump and be like, I'm a moderate. Why are people saying I'm far right? Let us hear them talk, please, bro. They're saying goodbye to each other like lovers.
I know you got a lot of them.
Who can't hang up the phone first for the past 25 minutes.
All right, sounds good. Thank you.
Thank you, Elon. Thank you very much. Bye.
Bye. Bye-bye. I'm still in the space. Let's see if anything else happens. They kept doing, no, you hang up. No, you hang up. No, you hang up. No, you hang up. Thank you, Elon. No mention of JD Vance, by the way. That was crazy. Yeah, fewer people are using Elon Musk's app as the platform struggles to attract and keep users. It's now at 27 million daily active users, 8% of the population. Twitter at its peak, as I used to always say, was at 20%. It's down 18% from a year earlier. Twitter's daily active users have gone down dramatically. Look at this. Minus 23%. Wait.
Biden actually did something that was impossible.
Oh my God, he is slurring.
Both sides hate him, both sides. Yeah. That was a hard thing to do, unification.
Yeah, no, I mean,
Biden actually did something that was...
Oh my God. Big Dog actually hit the suffering fuckatash. Like he oh my God, what happened? Oh my God, everyone's going to talk about his list. Oh my God. Oh my God, he's going to hate this shit. Why is he slurring? I think that there was a lot of insane stuff going on. But let's see what the media is saying. Trump's interview with Musk devolves into yet another X-catastrophe. Dude, the entire interview back and forth was so incredibly stupid. Oh my God. It was also boring as shit.